Hi, I'm Christina Jones from the Business SPIA Library. This semester, you were asked to make a recommendation to help global mamas move their ethical and sustainable products into the promotional items market. In this video, I'll demonstrate library resources and search strategies that will help you build an actionable case solution based on solid business research. First, we'll look at ways to learn more about Global Mama's enterprise. Then, I'll show you how to find valuable industry reports so that you will understand market forces and conditions within the promotional items industry. Once you are familiar with the industry, I'll show you how to find market research to help you learn more about purchasers of promotional items. Finally, I'll give you some strategies to search for articles written by business journalists and scholars to give you expert analysis on what's happening in the promotional items market right now. The Business SPIA Library works with students every semester in C104, and we have found that winning, innovative ideas come when you let the research process lead to a solution. Avoid making the mistake of first coming up with an idea and hoping to find research to back up your claim. All right, let's get started. It is best to access the databases in this video from the library guide located under the Research Help tab in your Canvas course site. Since Global Mamas is a not-for-profit, we will turn to Guidestar Pro for a look at the company. Guidestar Reports provide transparency of not-for-profits to help potential donors and investors make smart choices. In this report on Global Mamas, listed here under the firm Women in Progress, you can find financial data, operations, as well as reviews from observers and volunteers in Ghana. Compare this information with the messaging found on the Global Mamas website under the Our Story and Our Impact tabs. Become acquainted with the powerful stories of individuals who were transformed by Global Mamas. Keeping existing products, initiatives, and the mamas themselves in mind, let's begin our search for inspiration by looking at this industry report found in IBIS World. Industry reports are valuable because they identify key demand drivers, major players, supply chain, and trends. At the landing page of every IBIS World report, you will also discover keywords in the form of industry jargon that you may use in article and internet searches. Don't miss the links to other resources found here. These links direct you to industry magazines and data resources. This trade magazine, for example, offers a wealth of market research and data that is freely accessible to anyone on the internet. Compare the industry reports found in IBIS World with the ones found in Mergent Intellect. At the landing page, scroll down and select First Research, then enter your IU email address. Search for this report on trade show and event planning. Like IBIS World, you will discover challenges and opportunities, but this time identified by analysts from Dun & Bradstreet. Once you have a sense of the industry, you should turn your attention to marketing and consumer research. Since businesses, and not individuals, typically purchase promotional items, it is good to gain the perspective of purchasing agents. IU Libraries subscribes to Procurement IQ, which offer reports to help businesses make smart purchasing decisions for goods and services. Let's look at this report entitled Promotional Products. On the landing page, you'll find links to related Procurement IQ reports, industry websites for current news and trends, jargon, and more. Navigate the report via the tabs along the top to reveal information such as benchmark prices, market share, vendor company types, and much more. Select the Negotiate tab and skim the list of questions a potential buyer might have for our client. Let these questions and buyer scorecard help you understand the view of the company from the purchaser's point of view. Moving beyond Procurement IQ, you should also investigate Statista. In the search bar, try a search for Trade Show Marketing to generate a list of charts and graphs reflecting statistics related to the topic. If you find a statistic that looks interesting, like this one, be sure to click the Cite button. Statista will lead you to the report on the internet that contains the statistic where you might discover more relevant research. Since IU Libraries pays for premium content, you may access Statista dossiers, forecasts, and other reports that curate and collect vital statistics into one document. Here, you may download the dossier and drop files right into your slide deck. Now that you have a good grasp of the industry and the needs of purchasing agents, turn your attention to what journalists and scholars have to say about what's going on now affecting our clients' business. Turn to databases such as Business Source Complete, ProQuest Business, and Nexis Uni for full-text articles. Let's look at ProQuest Business as an example. Try a search for promotional products and sustainable. The asterisk serves as a wildcard, so the database will capture the words both sustainable and sustainability. Remove older articles by using the facets on the left. Be sure to scroll down the list of results. Articles like this one is highly relevant, but appears farther down from the top. If you find a useful article, click the Cite button here to generate a citation for your bibliography. The resources shown in this video are a small fraction of business databases available to you through IU libraries. The research guide in Canvas lists many more, along with helpful search phrases for finding the articles you need. If you would like to learn more, visit the Business SPIA Library website, where you may connect with business librarians via chat, email, or to schedule a research consultation. Thanks for watching. We look forward to working with you.